We used to winter horses for people around these parts who were snowbirds, but no more because of the mystery disappearance that happened here. In fact, lots of the mysterious things like to happen around this place, especially as fall nears and the weather cools, like September, October, and November. Nothing happens in the summer out here. One notable incident was the disappearance of one of my best dogs, part pit bull shepherd mix. He wasn't afeared or anything. He wasn't scared of anything and was a great watchdog for the lower pasture. He guarded the grazing stock and two sheep we used to have and goats from local mountain lions and bobcats. Now you may say the dog wandered off, but he was 10 years old and never left sight of the main house. He was a devoted dog. Some have said a bear came into the forest at night and took him, but my middle son found him exactly 14 feet up in the crotch of a pinyon pine tree with his neck snapped. No teeth marks found, no bear claws marks, no mountain lion tears, just a broken neck and tossed up in that tree. Or if not tossed, someone must have put the dog body up that pinyon, which my son had trouble reaching. We all tried to explain that one. Now on to the sheep. I bartered with half breed for a ram and a ewe, and had them down in the grazing pasture along with the stock. Horses, goats, and such. We only had them a short while and they disappeared. For a while we thought their previously owners snuck back here, loading up the two and carried them off. But my wife ran into the fellow in the hardware store in town and talked to him about the disappearance. He came home that day with my wife, and together we went out looking for a sign. We found nothing that day. I don't believe he had anything to do with the sheep's disappearance. He told me a far out story that got me thinking, though, which is why I looked up Bigfoot on the internet. Anyways, he told me of a place up in the Sierra Prieta, Ponderosa forest, where this Yavapai Indian woman ran her flock of sheep into the company of a young cousin, a blue Merle Cooley, and a border collie that kept her flock together at night, feeding off attacks by mountain lions and bobcats, sometimes wolverines. This one season, the woman and her cousin were bringing the flock down off the mountain grazing. It was late October, and snows were expected. She said she was not feeling well and laid down in the grassy meadow to rest, but woke up when she heard the sheep bleating, her cousin yelling, and the dogs loudly onto something. The woman sheep herder said she got to her feet in time to see two dogs biting at the heels of a big hairy man. So Yoko, as he ambled off and escaping with the big ewe under his arm, the hairy man tried to fend off the biting dogs, kicked the one coolie dog all to hell,